I have another big topic if we're done with Stranger Things. You can see my smile.
And that has me feeling apprehensive.
Netflix has made a big move.
Oh my God. You know what? I thought we had enough bad news with the Tarantino talking shit about Matthew Lillard. I kind of blocked this out.
Did he bring up what I think he brought up?
Netflix
Warner Brothers being purchased by Netflix.
To purchase Warner Brothers.
What a fucking disaster this is going to be.
Yeah, because it hasn't been a disaster for the last 20 years for Warner Brothers.
No, but it's going to make it worse.
How?
They already are talking about removing movies from the theater like quicker. And now think about all the properties that they would now own.
So rumors and chatter is what you're going with.
Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, all the Max.
All these properties are huge for Netflix to have on a streaming service. I do believe.
Look what they've done to all the entities that they've been a part of. They killed Blockbuster. They
didn't. Blockbuster was killed because of bad. They got purchased, and the company that purchased, I can't remember who purchased them. It's a great documentary, ironically, on Netflix. Whoever purchased them totally ran them in the ground just for the money. They were actually a sustainable business. It's a sad story, actually. They did not run Blockbuster out of business.
They don't have a good history. I just don't have a good feeling
about
it.
What was that Tarantino movie you love that I hate? That's on Netflix. That was produced by Netflix. Hateful Eight. Without that, you wouldn't have that Tarantino movie.
The extended version?
No, Hateful Eight.
No, they did the extended thing, but that wasn't a produced Netflix. Netflix is doing the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel.
But that's what I'm getting at is they're 100% right, and you can argue with this, but you're wrong. Theatrical experience in Hollywood is broken, 100% broken. It's not. You cannot do the way you have done things for the last 100 years. The theater experience is broken.
I'm not saying they shouldn't change things, but they're going to try to kill it altogether.
No, I don't agree. I think they will still have big events theatrically that Netflix will embrace because don't forget, Netflix has their own business. Warner Brother has their business with the distribution. Netflix didn't have a distribution model. Now they will.
So the only thing I can go to see at a movie theater is a fucking Avatar movie?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Netflix did not have distribution already in hand. Now, with Warner Brothers, they do. So it'll make them easier to get in there. They also, which is less interesting to me, have a merchandising plan. Netflix never had a good merchandising plan. So now Warner Brothers brings that to the table. So no, I do not think every movie that is made will be released in theaters. But that's okay. Christmas Chronicles, fantastic. Christmas Chronicles 2, fantastic. Look at all the shows that are on Netflix. Warner Brothers killed Batgirl. We will never see that.
I will
now. But what I'm saying is the landscape has changed, and I am excited to see an entity step in and see what they can do with it. It might bomb, and I might be like, well, that sucked. But I want to keep an open mind because the landscape is broken. It 100% is.
I mean, I will tell you, like outside, like I was talking to my wife about this, and I was like, once Stranger Things ends, I can't think of a property that Netflix has that has been absolutely kick-ass. Like it just doesn't. I feel like if I was going to cancel a subscription service, the first one to go would be Netflix.
I can't argue, and I think they know that, which is one of the reasons why they did this bidding with Warner Brothers. But think about all the things that are on streaming only, or that whatever HBO Max was doing killed because they didn't feel like it was viable on streaming. Netflix only survives by streaming at the moment. So content is king to them. So I see them bringing back all that shit that Warner Brothers killed because Warner Brothers for the last
all the cartoons, all the
5 years has sucked as a business.
You're not wrong.
So why would we want to be like celebrating them coming back? Yes, I'm worried about what they're going to do with the new James Gunn and Peter Safran DC movement. Although I just read, I don't know if it's true because it was in the internet, that they have extended their contracts through 2027. So that's a good sign. I'm nervous about what they're going to do there. I'm nervous with the properties that we already have, like, for instance, Sopranos. Are they going to do something stupid with that's done and do something stupid like, hey, we're going to make money off this? That makes me nervous. And all the other
Sopranos,
the other Warner Brothers entities that have established. But I'm excited to see what they could do to change the landscape because don't forget, they started with DVDs. Then they evolved. Film companies, for the most part, have not evolved. Like George Lucas in 1999, wanted theatrical movies released digitally. That's finally happened. And you can argue whether it's good or bad. Film is a beautiful thing to see. But if you're watching it for the 20th time, or actually probably the 2000th time, that film sucks because it's been scratched. It's not the original. The sound doesn't sync right. You're missing clips. Digital is always the same experience. Always. Now, counter to that, Kill Bill, I saw a picture of them releasing the actual film when it was shown on 70 millimeter. And there were, I don't know how many reels, but there were a shit ton. That is awesome. That's an amazing theatrical experience. Very cool. But if you're watching that months down the road after it's been shown a million times, you're missing clips. The quality sucks. The sound won't be as good. That's just a fact. So I'm excited to see what Netflix does and how they evolve this next step of entertainment, because it's the current landscape of theater is dead, or not dead, dying the way it is.
Well, I mean, it's the other thing that I'm it's funny because this happening has so many different little viewpoints and things you think of. And like, that's one of them right there is the theater experience. But two, like the thing I immediately thought of was like, you've got Disney that has absorbed Hulu.
Yeah.
You've got Netflix that is now going to absorb Max. I feel like Prime and Apple will always exist because of their parent companies being these
they don't
capitalistic they will never have to worry about profit with either streamings and continue to just push shit out because they can and have the money for it. Apple TV shows are very high quality because they have this money. And although it doesn't make as much as, iPhone sales, they keep with it.
There's one caveat though. Prime did buy MGM. So they did.
Yeah. But I'm saying like, you're never going to, I think the last two outliers at this point are Paramount.
They don't rely
on Peacock.
Universal. Yeah.
And it's like, well, what's going to happen with those two? Because also to bring it up, I think those two are the two weakest of the services as far as like, not content, but like functionality. I feel like the app by itself, Paramount Plus, is a fucking hard one. Like I always have like issues with its quality and stuff like that. And Disney and Netflix.
Taylor Sheridan, which is me up. They're losing Taylor Sheridan, which has been a huge part of their TV streaming stuff. So
I'm interested to see it's going to go back to two cable services. Do you have the Disney cable service or the Netflix cable service? Like that's what I feel we're moving into. What else also crazy too, and I know you're going to like roll your eyes at this or whatever, but it is something to think about. Warner Brothers has the TV deal through TBS and TNT for AEW wrestling, and Netflix now has ESPN, or Disney has ESPN, which is going to move WWE to that, but then Netflix has WWE Raw. So
I don't know what I'm going to do.
No, I'm just saying. See, God damn it.
Oh no, I'm going to ignore it like I always have. You're right. I'm sorry. I do know what I'm going to do. I love fucking with you, Brandon.
Anyways, I'm just
saying, concerned about professional wrestling. Yes, I can see why this would be.
Well, I'm just like, are they like, is Netflix going to look at it and be like, hey, you got to dump AEW, or do they dump Raw? Like,
Well, look at Sony and Spider-Man with Disney. Like, it's on Stars.
Yeah.
Okay. But a lot of the Spider-Man stuff isn't necessarily on Disney Plus because Sony owns the rights. It's like, cool. Not cool, by the way. That was
not cool. Like, not cool. Also,
yeah.
But cool. I don't know. That was a crazy announcement. That was not what you knew something.
Well, it's weird. You mentioned Paramount. I believe Paramount, was it Skydance, were in the running, and they were actually the front runners for the longest time to buy.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just that optimist, and I'm keeping a open mind and hope, because I do see it.
I hope you're right.
I know you're a collector, Chase, and I know you like the steel books and the Blu-rays and all that stuff. I think Netflix now has a distribution, so I think you're going to see some of these classic movies that we've enjoyed on Netflix being released now. I know they've done it here and there, but being released because they have a way to do it versus starting up a whole new business, which is not necessarily the business model as far as being digital. Now we're going to print and make these things, which we've never done before. Whereas they buy Warner Brothers and it's already there, already in existence. They don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's like, cool, we'll use these things we already have. And now you can have all your Scorsese movies that were released on Netflix, have them in the Steelbook.
I mean, that is a point.
Just saying.
Just saying, Chase.
Just saying, Chase.
You're just saying.
That's why I said, shout out to Chase's sanity early on.
It has been a week for Chase's sanity. Let me tell you, Chase's.
I've helped him the whole way. I have not.
Now the only fun part of this is if somehow the Broncos lost like the next 3 weeks in a row. That would be a fun addition to Chase's mental state.
Can you imagine the video you record after that happens?
I would actually. I imagine. I'm waiting for it. That would be great content.
You guys just come on and just like, son of a bitch.
I will hold another memoriam for you on that one.
Chase, we just come in, the camera turns on, and Chase is just like,
You just see me lighting some Bronco thing on fire.
like, I've had it. Fucking Denver.